My God, it's hot here in the UK. Today it's not as bad as it has been the past couple of days, but it is still kind of hot. And that means keeping myself cool by literally any means necessary. And that includes fanning myself with my Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. Because this thing, look how thin that is. It's really thin. So yeah, perfect thing to fan myself with on a hot day. And then when I'm tired enough, I can just literally just switch it on and then carry on doing whatever I was doing. And then when I'm tired of doing what I was doing, I can just take it back and start fanning myself with. Though I would not recommend trying this at home because it does hurt your wrist a lot after a little while. And yeah, fanning yourself with an electronic device, not the best idea, especially if you don't want to risk dropping and cracking it. So guys, I've had this Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra for a couple of months now. I think I bought it in early March, mid-March. Well, I ordered it when it first came out, and then, yeah, it took a while to get to me. But yeah, I've had it for a little while, and I have a couple of thoughts. Now, after using it for an X amount of months, my opinion on this thing has not changed. It is an absolute fantastic device. It is super thin, it's super light. The S Pen, which is, where is it? Here, the S Pen comes in really handy for note-taking, graphic work, drawing, whatever it is you want to do. I even use this quite a lot while I'm editing in Lightroom on this tab. Yeah, it's an absolute fantastic device. But this tab, I don't think is made for everybody. Hey, hear me out. It's amazing. 14.6 inches across. Very big, very wide, amazing to watch content on, amazing to use for editing, graphic work, whatever it is you want to do with it. This is an amazing all-rounder. And pair it with the official keyboard cover case, this thing is an absolute beast. Windows Text Mode turns it into an essential laptop. And yeah, the possibilities with this thing are endless. But, and I come back to the but, it's not for everyone. I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyway, it's not for everybody. So in my opinion, this thing is targeted at a very niche populace of consumers. There are a specific type of people that would get this, and there might be a couple of them. Number one is the tech enthusiast, like myself, who I have multiple electronic devices that I use on a day-to-day basis. My main daily driver is the M1 Pro MacBook Pro 14-inch, which I've got just kind of over there right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just there. It's literally what I use for all of my content creation, all of my work. It's my main laptop, it's my main device. I use it for everything, right? And then I have this and other kind of devices that I use, obviously my phone and other electronic devices that I use on a day-to-day basis. So that's the one category. Then there's the second type. The second type of consumer who would look into buying this is the type that just wants something that is an all-rounder for them, that they can use as a tab, that they can use as a laptop, that they can use with a keyboard and a mouse, that they can use with a pen, that they can take with them everywhere they go, and that can use this device as their daily driver. And really, out of the two people, I think Samsung are targeting the second. Now, there are a couple of reasons for this. Number one is its size. It's a big boy. It's, it might not be heavy. It's very, very thin and light, and you can see I'm just kind of tossing it about in my hand as I'm talking to you. It's kind of actually distracting, so I'm going to put it there on the side. It's a big tab. It's 14.6 inches, and it's probably the biggest tablet on the market right now. It is the biggest tablet on the market right now. And if you are out there looking for something that you can use on your day-to-day basis, you want something that's big. You want something that you can watch a lot of content on and also use at the same time for all of your other kind of needs. Whatever it is you want, this thing can do it. It's run on Android, but that doesn't limit it by any means. The screen is big, the screen is bright, the screen is juicy. I don't know what else other way to put it. It's an amazing tablet in terms of its size, and really if you're looking for that kind of do-it-all device, that's the kind of size you want, because it essentially replaces the need for having a laptop. Laptops can tend to be a little bit bulkier. Obviously, you don't have as much flexibility with the laptop as taking that screen off, using it just as a tablet. And especially the fact that being in that tablet mode, it's so thin and light that you can kind of use it very easily, and it doesn't cause you any problems whilst you're using it. It's very comfortable to use. That's the word, comfortable. That's what I was getting at. It's comfortable to use in that tablet mode. But then if you want to use it for more productivity with a keyboard and mouse, or with a keyboard and trackpad, or whatever it is, you can chuck on that keyboard case cover and use it like that, and that boosts your productivity by miles, especially when you put it into DeX mode. So that's one thing. Number two is the price. The 128 Wi-Fi model starts at about £999 here in the UK, and that means that it's pricey. It's an expensive tab. It's not like your other tabs where you're spending £400 or £500 for like an iPad mini, or for an iPad, you know, your base model iPads, which come out even less than that. It's not a cheap tablet. This is a premium tablet, which means that you're paying that premium price for that premium quality. For your average consumer, if you're going to be looking to pick this tablet up, this is going to be what you're going to be doing everything on. You're most likely going to be using this as your daily driver because of how much you're spending on it and because of the quality that comes out of it at that price. And if there was a third reason, it would be the fact that this thing is jam-packed with all the right features that make it usable as your main device. And I mean, I've touched on a couple of these already. The fact that you can use it with a keyboard, essentially with a keyboard cover case, or you can hook up an external Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to it and use it like that in DeX mode. DeX mode being one of the other ones, and I've already reviewed and talked about that in my previous video. And the other thing is, you know, it comes with the camera in the right place. The camera quality is fantastic, meaning that if you're going to be using it for Zoom calls or for work purposes or for a lot of video conferencing, then this thing is fantastic. And running on Android means that you've got access to a whole range of apps. So those three things, the price, the size, and the features that come packed in it, meaning that this thing is pretty much targeted at that consumer who's going to want to get it to use as their main device. Now, coming to that, that means that for somebody like me, who is a tech enthusiast, but at the end of the day, I'm not getting the maximum use out of this thing as I would love, because I use the MacBook Pro as my daily driver. So having an additional device like this one, which is a fantastic device, and you can do so much on it, is meaningless for me. Meaning that I don't really get to use this to its maximum capability. It's not the device that I pick up when I want to do something. It's the device that I stuff in my bag as a backup in case I want to quickly take it out and do something while I'm on the go. Yes, it's handy for that, but the size is something that's a bit of a deterrent. If you've already got a full-size laptop, then having something this big, for me is actually, it's a downside, because that means having to stuff two devices that are large into a bag. None of the camera bags that I use are built to fit two of these big devices. Especially when you put the keyboard cover case on this, it becomes a little bit more bulkier and a little bit more heavier, and it becomes just as heavy as my MacBook, which is a downside because that means that I'm carrying two bulky devices around with me when I don't need to. So the best alternative would be either to not have this at all, or to replace it with something that's a smaller form factor, like an iPad mini, or just a standard iPad, or even the normal size Galaxy Tab S8. So what I'm getting at here is that if you've already got a main daily driver device, like a MacBook, or something else, or another laptop that you use, then getting something like this, getting the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, which is a 14.6-inch beast of a device, is actually a little bit meaningless. And if you're going to be making this your main device, that means you don't need to have that spare laptop. And so that's where that kind of split between who this tablet is targeted at comes in. You're either buying this to replace your main device that you've already got and you don't want to use anymore, or you're buying this as a main device. So that's pretty much the conclusion of this video, is that the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra is an absolute fantastic device. It's got all the features that you need for content creation, for day-to-day work, for productivity, whatever it is you want to do with it, it can do. But who is that tab for? Is it for you? Are you the kind of consumer who's looking for something that can do it all and you just want to carry this one device around with you? Or are you just that enthusiast who just likes having this around? Or are you getting it just because of the hype surrounding this device and you're not going to end up using it to its maximum capability? So guys, let me know in the comments which of those you are, and if you want to see a full review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, then make sure you hit that link on the screen right now. Until next time guys, this is Kai24 signing out.